Hello there everybody and welcome back to the YouTube channel of JJ Prime Reviews. Yes, we are back with another tier list video. Yeah, and what are we going to rank? We are going to rank the Studio Series Wave 4 and Wave 5 figures. You know, some of these figures I don't have, some of these figures I have, but I don't care. You know, I'm just gonna rank all of them. Yeah, all of them from Wave 4 and Wave 5. And yes, I'm ranking Wave 4 and Wave 5 because, you know, Wave 4 is a very small wave, so I needed to put in Wave 5 so that the video can be a little bit longer. So yeah, so that I can prolong the video. So there we go. But so yes, so we're going to go from the left, and then we'll finish off with World War II Bumblebee. But first, what's the figure we're going to rank first? One figure that we're going to rank first is the 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, number 4, which is Studio Series Deluxe Class Crankcase. Because I think y'all know which figure. I think y'all know which spot this figure is going to go to. Because this figure, oh my gosh. Okay, let me tell you this. Now, when I heard that they were going to make a Studio Series crankcase, I was very excited because I needed a new crankcase to go with Crowbar. But then when it got revealed, I was utterly disappointed because this is not, no, this doesn't even look like crankcase. It's off, very off. I mean, the alt mode is fine. The alt mode is fine because, you know, they share the same alt mode. But the robot mode is where this figure kind of went down, man. It went down. Jeez Hasbro, how dare you? How dare you? You dare butcher crankcase like this? You put on the lazy decision in just repainting Crowbar into crankcase? What is that? What is that? Why? What? It's an abomination. Kill it now. Burn it with fire. Please burn that figure with fire because it's utter trash and garbage. I don't care what colors it uses. No. This figure is no. You know what? I'm fine. It's the only figure I despise, okay? It's the only figure I despise from the Studio Series line in the... Oh man, they butchered crankcase like this. They can do Hatchet and Crowbar correctly, but then why can't they, why does crankcase get disrespected by Hasbro? I seriously don't understand. You know what? Yeah, he's honestly an F. Fail. Yeah, Hasbro failed crankcase. Anyway. Oh boy. Poor crankcase got butchered. Oh man. But anyway, let's move on. Okay, so Studio Series Deluxe Class Barricade. Now, I really dig this figure. I feel like this figure is kind of overhated. Yes, I do understand that, you know, you guys will wanted to expect the wheels, you know, the hands coming out of the wheels. Yeah, I know the figure doesn't do that, unfortunately, but Sideways does do that, which was very cool, very impressive. So yeah, Barricade, yeah, definitely a little bit inaccurate in terms of the arms, you know, in terms of placement of the hands, but he's still a pretty good figure in my opinion. You know, still a solid figure, and transforming him is actually not that hard. You know, once you know where to tab things, you know, where things are supposed to tab in. Once you get it lined up properly, everything will work as it should, and everything transforms smoothly. And well, that's based on my copy of the toy. I mean, my copy stays together just fine. I know it's very scary because it's clear plastic, but hey, I don't really care about the clear plastic. You know, I barely have any figures who break because of clear plastic. So, although I do have figures that kind of break due to the hard opaque plastic, I'm kind of in the opposite route here. So yeah, but Studio Series Deluxe Class Barricade, you know, he looks good in both modes, and the one thing that I really wish that this figure had was ankle tilts. I think that would have been a lot better if he had ankle tilts, but yeah, well, he's still a fun figure in my opinion, and definitely the best mainline Babers movie barricade figure in my opinion. So I just really love this figure. I just really dig him. I dig him. So I think he's gonna get a B. Yeah, get a B. Yes, B for barricade. So there we go. And now moving on to Studio Series Voyager Class Bone Crusher. Now, funny story, I actually got this figure like months after I actually got the original movie Deluxe Bone Crusher. Yeah, that was when I didn't even know that this figure was gonna get revealed or gonna get released, but I still got it, and I love the figure. I absolutely love this Bone Crusher figure. He looks great in robot mode, and he looks really good in his vehicle mode, and he has pretty wicked articulation. He has ankle tilts, which is really awesome, and the transformation is actually pretty easy to do. Nothing hard, no clearance issues with this figure, and that is awesome. So this guy gets 2 thumbs up from me, and he will get an A grade from me. So yeah, he's just really an awesome Babers Bone Crusher figure, and I know there's a repaint coming in. There's a repaint of there's a Nest Bone Crusher repaint coming soon. I don't know if I'm gonna get that, but if I will get that, then sure. But anyway, so moving on to Studio Series Deluxe Class Clunker Bumblebee. Now, a straight recolor of the original Studio Series 01 Deluxe Class Bumblebee, and yes, I have heard some of the fixes they made for this figure. They actually, you know, made a pin for the backpack so it doesn't even pop off. So, which is a major improvement over the original Studio Series 01 Bumblebee. And unfortunately, you know, the cannon, there's no yellow paint on it. You know, it's just all silver paint, all coated in silver. The alt mode is actually pretty accurate. You know, it's dirty. It's very dirty. Yeah, because in the movie, his alt mode is definitely very dirty. But you know, I do prefer the cleaner look of these Studio Series 01 Bumblebee, which is why I didn't get the Conquer Bumblebee, because I never had any problems with the 01 Bumblebee. But you know, considering that this figure has a major improvement, you know, with pin for the backpack, unfortunately, you know, the chest doesn't have the same paint job as the 01 Bumblebee, so which is quite unfortunate. But this figure, I still love this figure. I still love this figure, whether it's the Conquer Bumblebee or whether it's the 01 Bumblebee. It's the same toy, by the way. So yeah, I still love how it looks, and yeah, I think Bumblebee still, I think he gets a B. Yeah, he gets a B. So yeah, very well done figure. Very well done figure. I don't think there's anything else I need to change, or maybe an addition of the ankle tilts would have made the figure a lot better. You know, a lot more poseable. But oh well, that's what it is. Next, we're gonna rank Studio Series Leader Class Dark of the Moon Megatron. Now this figure, oh man, it totally destroys the original Dark of the Moon Voyager Class Megatron. I will say that. And he looks great. You know, he looks great in robot mode. He looks great in truck mode. And I really dig the transformation. Really fun to mess with. And yeah, and articulation is actually pretty good for this leader class figure. And yeah, I think he definitely pulls off the look way better than the original Voyager did. Yeah, you know, the original Voyager was kind of skinny, but this one definitely has the more bulky look that he had in the movie. And yeah, I think this is a really well done figure, and he comes with a little Igor, and which is pretty cute, and he has the cape, the hood, you know, and it's made out of real fabric, which is pretty awesome. And yeah, and I think this guy will get a An A. Yeah, he's an A for me. I just love this figure so much. Really well done. Okay, so we're going to move on to Studio Series Deluxe Class Helicopter Dropkick. And now his robot mode, it's okay. Not perfect. Definitely not very dropkicky. Although the helicopter mode actually looks pretty good. You know, helicopter mode is actually screen accurate, so it still follows the rules there. Now the only saving grace for this figure is that it's fun to mess with. You know, the transformation is actually fun to do. He has pretty good articulation. Wish he had ankle tilts, but oh well, it is what it is. He has some nice paint throughout the figure, you know. Yeah, this figure, unfortunately, he's pretty weak. He's one of the weaker ones in my opinion, so he's not gonna get an S, he's not gonna get an A, he's not gonna get a B, he's gonna get a C instead. Yeah, it's only the robot mode that kinda brings down the figure for me, so it's just the robot mode definitely could have been a lot better. You know, just too skinny, you know. Yeah, I don't remember Dropkick being too skinny, so anyway. Moving on to Studio Series Leader Class Jetfire. Now this figure is freaking excellent. I love this figure. Love the detail on this figure. The robot mode looks awesome, and the jet mode looks pretty good too. I love the jet mode, and yeah, really well done. You know, everything has, you know, a locking, you know, everything locks in super securely. And the transformation is pretty intricate, but it's definitely fun to do. You know, I do enjoy transforming this figure back and forth a lot, and also he combines with the SS32 Optimus Prime over there. So yeah, this is literally one of the best leader class figures I've ever owned from the Studio Series line. So and he is the only figure that's gonna get the S tier from me. Yeah, this figure is just beautiful. Just beautiful. I love this figure. Love the joints of the figure is tight, you know, very stiff, and I love Jetfire. And I love the fact that he is labeled as an Autobot, because he is an Autobot in the movie. I don't care what anybody says, but Jetfire is an Autobot. He's a full-on Autobot in the movie. So yeah. But anyway, Studio Series Deluxe Class KSI Sentry. Very interesting repaint of Stinger. I do like the head sculpt, and I do like the extra weapon, you know, to plug into the arm cannon right there to replicate the arm blade. Yeah, I definitely want a more screen accurate version of KSI Sentry, because you know, he transformed into Chevrolet Trax alt mode. I definitely want to see that being made. If that is made, I'll buy it. But this one, I had to pass on it because I didn't really care. So, but you know, it's KSI. You know, anything can happen in KSI. You know, there can be blue Paganis. Who knows? I mean, there could have been a blue Pagani in Age of Extinction. I don't know. But anyway, but you know, the colors look pretty interesting. So, but you know, I was not interested in this figure. So, yeah, you know, yeah, he's a C for me. You know, I mean, I like the mold, but I don't like the mold as KSI Sentry. I think the mold works best for Stinger, in my opinion. So yeah. Anyway, moving on to Studio Series 32 Voyager Class Optimus Prime, and a major improvement over the original 05 Optimus Prime. You know, the robot mode actually looks right as far as the chest goes. The truck mode looks pretty good. You know, I love the brighter colors on this more than the darker colors on the 05 Optimus Prime. And yeah, a lot of remolding between the two, and love the rims painted silver. The silver painted rims looks good, and love that he has the gun this time around. And yeah, and this one, as a plus, as a bonus, he combines with Jetfire up there, so that's pretty awesome. So in my opinion, this guy deserves a full A grade. Yeah, full A grade. but yeah, really well done Optimus Prime figure in my opinion. So yeah, really dig him, really do dig him. So now Studio Series Deluxe Class Dark of the Moon Sideswipe, and now I do have the original Dark of the Moon Deluxe, but that figure is not that good in my opinion. But this figure, really well done figure. I really dig this figure. Very fun transformation, and a very gorgeous looking car mode, and a very good looking robot mode. He's so screen accurate. I really dig this figure. Really love this figure, and I think he deserves. I don't think there's anything else that I need to add for this figure to be even better. Maybe more silver paint in the robot mode would have made this figure more gorgeous looking. But you know, the amount of silver paint he has now, it's pretty good amount in my opinion. So I think he's the only deluxe I'm gonna put in A, because this guy is so freaking good. This Sideswipe, very impressive figure. Like, so like really clean, and doesn't have much of a backpack. So I'm very pleased. I'm very impressed with this Dark of the Moon Sideswipe from Studio Series. But anyway, moving on to the tattooed Starscream from Studio Series. Yeah, they did make a Revenge of the Fallen Starscream in Studio Series, and while I do like the mold, the figure looks pretty good in jet mode. The tattoos look pretty interesting, very cool. The robot mode, you know, the robot mode, it does look good. You know, actually has the saw blade this time around, and you know, he's not a bad figure, not a bad looking figure. I'm just not into the I'm not into the tattooed Starscream. I prefer the clean look of the original Studio Series Starscream. Well, that's my personal preference, you know. But you know, I think he gets a B. He gets a B. You know, he's just a straight recolor of the original Starscream. So yeah. But anyway, last but not least, we're gonna rank Studio Series Deluxe Class World War II B. Now, I really like the idea of the World War II Bumblebee design in The Last Knight. You know, I think it's very different, very definitely out of the norm. It's definitely yeah, quite distant from the regular yellow Bumblebee, because you know, he wasn't yellow the whole time. You know, he was actually green at some point. So yeah, so which is pretty cool. I mean, yeah, this figure is actually pretty cool. You know, as far as my copy goes, everything is solid. You know, I mean, the hips were kind of loose a little bit, but I did fix those hips with the tissue into the ball socket, and I fixed those hips, so now it's more solid. Now he doesn't fall over, which is good. The alt mode actually looks pretty cool, despite being inaccurate. But you know, I understand why they couldn't use the accurate alt mode. But I think this alt mode definitely fits better, because it's more military styled, and I do like it better than the alt mode that we saw in The Last Knight. Robot mode actually looks pretty cool. I know he has a huge backpack, but again, I don't really care about backpacks, so yeah. One thing that I would love to add for this figure is the ankle tilts. I think that would have made him a lot better in my opinion. So, and the transformation is actually pretty easy. You know, he's pretty much a shell former. So, but you know, I'm gonna put him in B. You know, and he's not a bad figure, but he's pretty cool. I do quite like him. So, but yeah, there you go. That is it for the tier list. Yeah, we're done. Yeah, 1F, which is Crankcase, and I think that's pretty fitting for Studio Series Deluxe Class Crankcase, because they kind of they failed him. They failed him. That's the only figure I really hate in the Studio Series line. The rest I'm cool with. You know, rest I'm cool with. The rest I'm cool with, or just not interested in getting. So, but yeah, there you go. Yeah, only one S tier, just Jetfire, and yeah, he definitely deserves to be an S. So yeah, but yeah, I think, yeah, that's done. We're done. Yeah, so that is pretty much it for today's tier list video. So ladies and gentlemen, if you're completely new to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button down below, and while you're at it, click that notification bell icon down below as well, so that you will know when my new videos are up and ready. And yeah, so that is pretty much it for me to say. So they have the Transformers Studio Series Wave 4 and Wave 5 tier list. And this is JJ Prime signing off. Peace out to all one, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.
Greetings, Transformers fans. My name is Alita1. I would like to thank you for watching JJ Prime Reviews. If you would like to see more reviews, live unboxings, or even tutorials on the channel, hit the subscribe button and smash that bell icon to get notified when a new video is uploaded on the channel. Thank you, and see you next time. Till all are one.